Hello, everyone. You're watching Smoking Hot Coffee. My name is Amol Patel. I'm in Los Angeles. Monday through Friday, we talk to startup founders about their startups and about the startup ecosystem. I'm joined with...
Hey guys, I'm Jeff Pelton down here in San Diego.
And today we got a couple of young founders from Outerworld.com. These two guys are scrapping away, kind of whittling away at their startup. They've got sort of a social news aggregator thing. They're still trying to figure out what they've got. Jeff, what do you have to add to these?
Yeah, this is a really fun conversation. These guys are great, real fresh, working on this. And they're, by their bootstraps, and really passionate. And frankly, I'm impressed with what they've built so far. I think the interface really is professional. It looks a lot bigger than they are.
Yeah. I was startled. Such a small, young team, how far they've gotten. Clearly, Sam is a rock star developer. I mean, we actually met him earlier because he was working on a 3D, not a 3D, but a 2D orthographic flash isometric game. Yeah. And he was showing off that, and he's also working on this. And so this guy is he's quite a talent. And so, Jeff, how would you describe it? Would you call it sort of a blogging Pinterest thing? How would you?
Well, I think they do a pretty good media blogging, revamped. Is what they call it, and I think that's really the focus is all around media, high media stuff. So you can see from what we're sharing here, there's things like our own videos, or there's GIFs, JPEGs, photos, all sorts of that stuff. A lot of videos. People are sharing clips, and it's really easy to share a URL. So that's kind of the point, I think, is sharing and then adding conversations around that.
Yep. And so, whenever you talk to a young team, two guys scrapping away, three guys working away, toiling away, it's on the one hand, it's exciting because they're building it. They don't know where it's going to go. And on the other hand, especially if they're young, there's a lot of inexperience, and there's a lot of sort of like, oh, I don't know how we're going to do this, or I don't know where to take this. And so we got a good dose of both. I think people watching this interview, are probably going to get a sense of like, wow, they've got something. What is it? I don't know what it is. And we talk a lot about like figuring out what that is. We talk about how maybe they can focus and try attacking specific verticals. We talked about maybe the business strategy. We talked about their marketing strategy. There's all kinds of just overall, general discussions on what to do next.
It's a typical startup conversation. I think. What do you do if you got a product? I love this kind of conversation. These guys are the in the trenches. They're doing it. They've got the skills, and they've decided that they want to break out on their own, right? Start their own thing. So they're really applying their designing and development skills to their own product here, which is what we promote and love to see here on the show more than anything.
And I love the fact that they're executing so fast. Like, I think maybe they didn't even watch one of our shows. Maybe they got an inkling earlier that they should be promoting this stuff on Tumblr. And then next thing you know, I get a text from the guy, and he says, "Oh, guess what? We got Tumblr working now. It's syndicating to Tumblr." And so it's great that they're able to like execute fast, quick iterations. Let's figure this out. Let's see if we can get some adoption. Let's go on Twitter. Let's get a bunch of our friends tweeting this out. Let's see if that's increasing user adoption. So this is for those non-technical founders, for those people that are thinking about startups. This is a great interview just to see what the day-to-day grind might look like if you're thinking about moving in this direction.
Yeah, since we've talked, I think they've already added the Tumblr sign-in, which is great. So many things, they really make it look easy almost, because really I do think the product is very beautiful for what it does right now. I think really the struggle, like with a lot of startups, with a lot of the products, is really just really figuring out who it's for, what it does, focusing, like you say in the marketing end, find the niche and that sort of thing. But if they can just keep at it, I think they've certainly got the skill set to make this something.
And he, Sam talks a little about how they're looking at their analytics, and he shows us a very crude version of their analytics, and how they're starting to see some mobile usage, mobile pickup, especially because of Facebook. Because every time somebody posts, it gets sent to their Facebook feed, and then their friends find out about it. And he talks a little about that viral growth. And so I have to tell you, I wasn't sure if there's going to be a lot of information gleaned from this, but after sitting down with these guys and doing this, I have to tell you, this is what it's like. This is exactly what it's like when you're building your product and you have no idea what what's going to happen, where things are going to pop, and so you're going to get a good dose of that sort of like, what do we got? I don't know, but let's keep working on it. We'll figure it out.
Yep.
And
These
that,
guys are scrapping it together. It's really, again, this is what the Smoking Hot Coffee Show is all about, right? And you mentioned him checking out the analytics, and their latest blog post is sharing some of their analytics and insights with people. So, it's a really great that they're helping us as the startup community by exposing some of that information with us. Sharing that really does help us as well. All of us.
I have to tell you, I was very impressed with Sam. He's a rock star. Let's hope he can get him and the rest of the team executing on iterating this thing further and taking Outerground above ground. So with that,
Oh, there you go.
please subscribe to our show on iTunes and YouTube. We live and die by the subscribers. So please subscribe.
Absolutely.
Please
Subscribe, and then tell your founder friends to subscribe. Not your founder friends, your wannabe founder friends. The guys that are sitting next to you at work right now, that are the designers, the developers, you're in the trenches. Maybe you're at a big company, or maybe you're already at a startup. But please do share this with those people that you know are struggling and aspire to start their own companies, and because hopefully they'll find some lessons in here like we have.
Yeah, and trust me, there are a ton of stuff to learn from each one of these interviews. So we're going to be doing this live Monday through Friday. We have been doing this, but we're going to start broadcasting live, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So Jeff, tell us more about how SmokingHotCoffee.com. What is that integration going to look like?
Yeah, so since we've got such a great schedule lined up for the next 4 or 5 weeks, we've decided to go ahead and put the schedule front and center on our website at smokinghotcoffee.com.
Yeah.
So that way you guys can go and look at who we're going to have on in the coming weeks and see, oh, maybe I'm really interested in that vertical or that, what they're doing, their industry, and you have a specific question for them. Go ahead and shoot that to us, and we'll ask them on the show. Yeah. And so we're going to build that into the website in the coming weeks. For now, you can just reach out to us. You can see the schedule up on the website.
Yeah.
And more than that, when the show is live every day, you can see the schedule, and if it's not exactly at 1 p.m., you'll see what time it is, and you can jump on the website and not only watch us live, but also engage in the chat room with us, the guests, and yourselves. Yeah. So you can chat with the other, startup guys that are on the other side of the globe or on the other side of the U.S. Right. And share your ideas and what you guys think of the conversation.
Yeah, so we are gonna keep booking guests that can teach you how to leverage your Facebook, Twitter streams, your Twitter, your Tumblr profiles. We're gonna keep booking guests that have exited several times, have made millions. We're gonna keep booking guests that are in sectors like mobile gaming, mobile advertising. We're gonna try booking people that are trying to connect, the camera on the Kinetic to other, therapeutic devices, all kinds of unique and cool technologies. That's the kind of stuff that gets me excited. That's the kind of people I want to talk to. 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. If you're interested in viral loops, if you're interested in growing your startup, if you're at a day job that you want to quit, or if you're a part-time developer, a part-time designer, and you want to build your own startup, this is a perfect show for you to watch.
If you need the motivation to keep going after this stuff, after entrepreneurship, and the tips and the advice, I highly suggest that you guys watch all of our interviews that we've had. Are really, truly inspiring and educational.
I can tell you, even though I'm biased, I can tell you that I end these interviews thinking, oh my God, I can't. This is such a great interview. I hope people end up watching it, and it happens to me all the time. I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. I honestly, genuinely feel that way. I don't know about you, Jeff. Do you feel that way?
Absolutely. We kind of stumbled upon this whole thing. We didn't exactly know what we were going after, and after the first couple of weeks of interview, I was like, wow, I'm still surprised after every interview that there's something that I learned that I didn't think I was gonna take away going in. But I really have come away a lot smarter just after these short conversations.
There is a ton of great content in these videos, and we're trying our best to take the videos and turn them into long, epic posts with bullet points and all that, and so we're working hard on that as well, and so we're going to have that as well on the site. So please...
And with that, we're looking for more community involvement. If you guys can get on the website and leave comments and suggestions, it's really going to help us a lot.
Yeah, and so we on that end, we are looking for writers, and we're looking for video editors. If you want to contribute and help out, feel free to drop us a line, info@SmokingHotCoffee. And we're also looking for sponsors. Definitely could use some sponsors to help pay for the bills. And if there's nothing else to add, Jeff, we can cut to the program.
I was going to say one more thing, actually. If there's anyone out there that you want us to interview that you think would be really interesting to have on the show, let us know. We're always looking for creative, interesting people to have on the show, and we'd love to hear what you guys think about that.
All right. So with that, let's cut to the interview. Hey guys, all right, so we've got Sam and Oliver on from Outerground.com. So Sam, tell us a little about your backstory. How did you get involved with Outerground? Why are you even doing this? And then I'm going to ask Oliver the same question.
In terms of my backstory, I've been programming since I was around 10, 11-ish. I've always done web development, always loved it. Get into games as well. But this came about pretty much through Oliver and Anthony were having an idea one time in college for this application, which we then went to call Sketcher, which was named after something I made that was exactly the same.
Okay.
So basically you draw a little sketch and publish it to a feed. Like, it was pretty much a clone of Facebook with just a sketching aspect instead of statuses. But into developing that, a few months into it, we had a week at all of us to focus purely on developing it. We decided to change the name and just change the direction because we really realised that the sketching thing was cool, but it's not going to go anywhere.
Gotcha.
And those other things that we wanted on the web, so things like open discussion.
Okay.
I love messaging me on Skype, but like with current social networks, I mean, for one issue we had is they're not built for media specifically. They're built for a few things, and it's quite limited to what you can actually do on it. Like, Facebook is it's your profile, so no one's going to do anything harsh or discuss their actual opinion on it, because it might affect their reputation. And Twitter, you can discuss on it, but 140 characters, it's a bit,
Sure.
Okay. So you like the anonymity piece? You like to be...
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we're pretty much just embracing the idea of freedom of information and your opinion.
Okay. Gotcha. It almost reminds me of 4chan with the whole random...
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, cool. So Oliver, same question. Give us your little backstory, your history. Why you start working with Sam here?
Well, basically, I screwed up on my high school exams, so I ended up going to college a little bit late. So Sam was a year ahead of me.
Okay.
But Anthony, one of the other founders, had done the same thing. So he was in my class for a while, and basically, I had this idea just from sitting around on the internet. And we basically came up with this idea. Then when Anthony told me about Sam, I became friends with Sam, and we approached each other with this idea. And Sam was like, "I've already made this, but I did a beta test about a year ago." And then he showed us it, and things grew. We came up with some ideas. We built some mocks. Then we had a development week, to which we then changed everything from Sketcher to Outerground.
Okay.
And it's only recently become an actual project we've all been involved in. Previously, we were all just a bunch of friends just messing around with it.
Right.
We didn't really know exactly where we wanted to take it.
Right. Gotcha. A lot of times, you never know where things are gonna go. You're gonna have to keep moving. Right. All right. So that's cool. So you guys are the germ of the idea. It looks like you even have something up. I know you guys are. Is this open to the public now? Is it still in beta?
It's
well, 2 days ago. We had a public release 2 days ago.
Okay.
And we got quite a bit of traffic from spamming certain sites.
Okay.
But yeah, this is at the minute the working product we have for the world. We just need to learn how to market properly.
Very, very cool. So, I was telling, I think it was you earlier, Oliver, that you guys gonna have to start spamming Twitter or trying to get Tumblr people over or whatever. What have you found has worked? Are you just word of mouth?
Funny you said Tumblr, because last night the day before, I was sending out to everyone I know on Tumblr, and we went up 60 users in a night, which was it doesn't sound a lot, but to say we only had 150, it's awful.
Yeah. Wow, that's great. So you already saw an inrush of Tumblr users, huh?
It seems to be. I mean, Tumblr, in a way, we want to approach it, but in another we don't, because we don't really, at this early stage, we don't want to spam it with a load of porn gifs. Okay. So It might just ruin the reputation a bit, but other than that, I'd love to approach it. It's just a matter of moderation.
Okay.
What was also good about the Tumblr users we approached is that we received so much positive and negative feedback. Like, everyone was really honest and really up for experimenting, seeing what it's about. So previously in other tests we've done, we haven't always got feedback from users that just said, "Oh, it's all right," and tried to brush us to the side so they don't have to talk to us.
Okay.
With people from Tumblr, we found that they're actually really willing to talk about it with us and give us a full and ask us questions as well. Like we had one guy who's a web developer on Tumblr, and he sent me such a massive message back just asking about everything about the website and where we're taking it.
Cool.
Which
That's
were
cool.
really.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah. So his interest. I mean, is he going to keep using it? Did you keep him engaged, or are you fixing some things so that he'll join on?
Yeah, and I messaged him back, and I pretty much answered all these questions. I asked him some more opinions on the site, and he's messaging me, and he seems into it.
Great.
But the only issue we get with every person is they all say they'll use it when there's content online.
Right.
For some reason, no, you understand if they don't post content, it won't exist.
Right. All right. So Sam, how are you guys going to solve that chicken egg problem? Where are you going to get all the content from?
Well,
how are you going to moderate the content? Are you going to pick a niche?
Well, like with you guys, with this partner system, it's pretty rudimentary now. It sounds more complicated than it is, but it's literally just, we'll offer a few benefits to get some content on there. Like with you guys, we've got your YouTube videos posting automatically.
Okay.
That kind of thing. I mean, because people are too lazy, to put it simply.
Right.
Last night we were talking about linking someone's Tumblr account to it, so if they post on Tumblr, it'd post to ours as well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's the issue. Do we really want everything they put on there?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, how do you deal with that? I remember I think dig.com at one time added a auto RSS subscription importer that caused a lot of ruckus because of what you're saying. They were like, "Oh, this will make it efficient and a lot easier," but then a lot of people got really upset that it was kind of overburdening the feed.
I mean, you were talking about experiments with Twitter. I mean, Twitter users in general, they might have signed up, but I don't think they're used to posting content with media as such, because with ours you need pretty much a video or an image to post with it, just like any image board really. I mean, that's the original idea behind it.
Okay.
Plus, I mean, there's places for text everywhere and in other sites, but we wanted to focus purely on media for ours.
Okay.
So yeah, Twitter isn't the best route to go. I think Tumblr probably would be one of our greatest routes. It's just a matter of solving the issue where we don't want a load of porn on it right now. I mean, I've had some people come to me and said that it should have porn on it or make it popular, but I just want to make the next Pornhub, It's
Gotcha.
Right.
All right, so Oliver, give us your thoughts. How are you going to be able to make sure there isn't a lot of porn, a lot of crap on here, a lot of things that aren't really related? How are you guys going to find your niche? Are you just going to wait and see what happens? What's your thinking?
Well, at the minute, I have a few ideas I'm still to express properly to sound like sometimes a bit of a miscommunication. Everyone I'm trying to explain things to him and am. But I have a few ideas in the works for categorizing. So if you want to see porn, you will see porn, but that will be your choice entirely. So you can't really complain if you do see it. But we've monitored it quite heavily. Like if anything's been too graphic and posted, unfortunately we have either limited its view or removed it. Simply because we can't really approach people and say, "Oh, our website's full of gore and tits." But we don't have any users, so this is all you're going to see for now.
Yeah.
But it's sometimes we can find the correct people to post. Like we have a few people who post regularly, and the content is just like either their opinions, stuff they're interested in. So I think it's swing and miss at the minute. We just have to find the people. Like we've already said, Tumblr has proved pretty well. We just need to approach it a little heavier.
We've got two types of people. It's like we've got people that'll post shit that they're generally interested in, that they'll like, and then we've got people that are just gonna go on to look and never post.
Right. Yeah. So Jeff and I are both well aware they're a very small segment of people who are actually creating the content. Most people are just consuming it. So
totally.
I mean, it was only released a couple of days ago, so you can't say much about it now.
Right.
But I mean, the little beta release that we did for testing using the old product it wasn't so much as a failure. It's just the old product was rubbish, to put it simply.
Yeah. What'd you learn
I mean,
from
some
it
people liked it, but probably learn that I'm not really sure. Not to rush into everything so much, because with that we did rush it a lot because we just wanted it out there. But whereas having something out there that we can actually see people using, we can get a lot of feedback from that, which is what all this is based off of.
Gotcha.
So let me get into that. What tools are you using to track your users and get that feedback?
Literally just Google Analytics for now.
Okay.
But it's working pretty well.
We have a built-in statistics system on the website, so we can we have like a little shortcut system.
That's very cool. Very cool. Sam, can you log in? Maybe show us a little bit of the back end. I'd love to see this.
There isn't much back end, but I'll show you if you like.
Yeah, show us whatever you can. And
It's
so all
literally just stats.
While he's pulling that up, you guys are pretty young. You guys are starting out right now. Where do you see this going? Like, do you have any aspirations? Like, what's your feeling?
Well, we have a few things. Like, we're actually we're a registered company, and like we have all sorts of projects that we want to go through. Like, we have ideas to build games. Like Sam created his own game engine a little while ago, like a fully fledged physics engine.
Yeah.
And hopefully we might work off that someday, because all three of us want to build games.
Okay.
But we would want for this to actually become self-sufficient. Like, even if we never made any cash off this whatsoever, having users use it just for the fun of it, and knowing we created this for them to communicate, that's all we really want. Like, we want it to not maybe succeed, but just be interesting for people to use. But yeah, we will like to continue with it, continue development. But as an actual company, we are developing with the same name, Outerground. But other projects as well.
Okay.
It can go either way. I mean, I'd love to focus on this and get this perfected, but at the same time, to do that, you need money. You can't make money just by doing nothing.
I actually have to say, though, Sam, I kind of a little bit disagree with you. If you can just take this thing slow and then really start listening to what people are wanting and start adding these features, so really get that feedback loop tight, you may be able to just grow this organically, man. Without a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're doing. I mean, just money, just keeping the servers up. Because right now I have to do freelance work as well as work on this, so my time is really limited.
Right.
So whereas even if it literally generated about £50 a week, that would, a month even, that would keep the servers up.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So it's really little overhead. I mean, it costs pretty much nothing to run.
Yeah.
Right.
Advertising is costing.
So when are you going to start throwing some AdSense on here? Maybe get some affiliate programs. Are you thinking about that at all?
We have the thought process of using AdSense, but they're really weird of how they work. Like, if they choose you don't get the money, that's how it's going to work. So you kind of have no say in that. And, but we would like to incorporate our own style of advertising, because we approached some banks to ask how much it is to put on and integrate an online paying system, so that we can take direct money for a promoted post.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like, we have the idea to just do it ourselves, because if you're not paying any third party, it will pop from the bank.
Yeah. No, listen, man. If you can go direct, that you're going to make a lot more money than the pennies you're going to get from AdSense.
Yeah.
Like, also, we want to look at the ways we can monetize this if we ever bother potentially do, because we're all kind of against adverts, but we know it's how the internet sustains itself. It's how a lot of websites survive, just to be online for users to use.
Yeah.
Like, we want to approach it in a different way. We want to think it out first, because cramming this full of adverts, ad blocker is just going to block most of them anyway.
Got you.
The original in the site for users to use, and make it so it's not annoying. Like, it's not a gif of this guy's face trying to show you silly fan all the time.
Yeah, we wanted the adverts to be integrated. Like, each thread you see, pretty much the adverts would just be featuring one of them, so it'd rank a little bit higher.
Gotcha.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
So the ads are within stream, not off on the side or whatever.
So in that way as well, AdBlock can't really block it. Whereas you've things like Facebook, their adverts, I run AdBlock all the time, so I never see any adverts on the web. And it's just getting a bit rudimentary now. It's like, with all these ad blocking tools, you shouldn't invest in them. You're not going to get any money. You might have 1,000 users, most of them will have AdBlock.
Okay.
Good point. Yeah, I think there's a lot of room to do in-stream advertising. I think it just makes a lot of sense.
So how are you guys leveraging the Facebook feed at all? Are you guys going to start, as soon as I post something, it gets reposted on guys' Facebook feed and all that? Are you doing any social?
Yeah, we do have that integrated. Although right now, I don't think it's working. I think I broke it, but it was definitely working well. Some people got a bit annoyed because by default it was set to post to it, but at the same time we sort of need that, because no one's going to go in settings and
Yeah,
take
you're
picture
gonna have
posts
to do that, man, to get people to come over.
Yeah.
Well,
which is the only issue.
One product we should mention, Amul, right, is GoCarrot.com. Does all the Open Graph stuff for you, which might be handy, you know, so that when somebody favorites or replies or does something that you can have that automatically happen on the back end. It's nice that they abstract some of the pains of dealing with Facebook, which as a developer, we understand.
I mean, I hate working with any social network API. That's one thing with us as well. I forgot to mention we're completely open. I mean, our site is built off of our API. So we have the same level of access as anyone.
Okay.
So anyone could just come along, use the API and build the exact same thing.
Oh, great.
Very cool.
Where's the API? Do you have a page for that? Or?
Yeah. We don't have any docs or anything. It's literally just a HTTP RESTful API.
Gotcha. So what are you using for your backend? Is this Node, Rails? What are you doing?
Just PHP.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Nice, clean PHP, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
Oh, okay. So you're not using okay. Wow. All right.
Yeah. I love them. Fast enough for me, so it's all.
No, it's probably, and it's cheap that way if you're going to go the PHP route. Yeah. Very cool.
I mean,
all right, so Oliver,
really cheap.
Really briefly, Oliver, what's your role in all this? You're obviously not the coder, right?
Well, no, I'm not. But Sam takes care of everything. Like me and Anthony offer to try and take care of some code, but Sam's extremely anal about it.
Sam, come on, man! You can't do everything, Sam.
I try. Oliver he hasn't got enough experience
I'm not the most experienced programmer.
Anthony, he doesn't practice enough. He used to be a really good programmer, but now he hasn't. He just doesn't anymore. He's too lazy.
Gotcha.
So he's gonna work on the mobile app side of things.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that's cool.
So I can't be bothered with that. So.
That's cool.
I feel like a majority of all the designs we've gone through, I cater to a lot of it. I go through endless designs and I stress test a lot. And the little floating logo you see, that was originally my concept, but Sam likes to take credit because he did it in Illustrator.
That's cool.
I do freelance work. Like I'm doing 2 freelance jobs at the minute. I can't program, I do code, but Sam would rather take care of that on the website himself.
Very cool.
I just don't want someone who's inexperienced than someone who's had.
Yeah, I totally get it, man. People fucking up your code and
pretty much.
Everyone else's code's a ball ache. So.
Yeah, exactly. And all these random functions out of nowhere, like what the hell is this doing here?
You build up technical debt that you have to go clean out later is sometimes more costly than doing it right the first time.
Yeah. All right, so Oliver, what are you, beyond the design stuff, are you going to try to help with getting maybe some partnerships going, maybe the marketing end? What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, hang on one sec.
Yeah, Oliver's meant to be handling a lot of the marketing, but lately it's been me. But mainly because these guys are busy with college, which I can understand.
College? What the hell are they doing in college? What are they doing?
Wasting time at school?
It's not American college. It's not like our
looks like he's got the For Dummies book.
Web marketing for dummies.
I picked those out for him at the library.
Okay.
He thought I was joking, but he needs to read it.
That's awesome.
Well, you guys watch the show.
I had no experience in marketing, and we were all sat there thinking, what can we do? And I'm designing things, and Ant's trying to do some, little beta ideas for things we can maybe implement later, trying to build off the designs I think, and Sam's there actually implementing it. But then I was running out of things to do because when it's designed, it's designed. And you have to wait till your designs are actually finished and made to think, should we change anything?
Right.
I was assigned marketing by Sam so generously.
Okay.
But I have no experience in marketing, so I'm attempting. It's mainly being privately messaging people, not like wide spectrums of people, but like individual people that I know of online already, which is pretty successful so far.
Can I give you guys a couple of pieces of advice?
Sure. All
right, the first piece of advice, whenever I get any of these guys on, is I'm always talking about their traffic. I'm always talking about how they can build a bigger, more following on whatever startup. So I encourage you guys to go back and watch our videos if you guys haven't. You might learn a couple of things out of there.
Every one of them.
Yeah, second thing, cool. Maybe we should change the name of our show to Online Marketing for Dummies.
Yeah, maybe. No joke. The second thing I would strongly recommend, I love the fact that it's kind of a free-for-all. You guys can people put whatever they want on there. But if you guys can find a way to niche it, so let's say you want to do a version that's Outerground / cool T-shirts, and then you went after like these cool illustrators that do these really cool T-shirts, reach them on Twitter and then have them start posting. Give them a specific private login.
It's funny you should mention that. I mean,
now you're actually
we were actually
the old idea.
Yeah. we were actually thinking of getting some, if say an artist or someone or illustrator like you said would publish a post. We'd have a system which would let people print them off or just link it to printing them off.
Yeah. I honestly, I think people there are a lot of people always looking for cool visual designers, cool visual stuff. Since you guys are focusing on images, not text, you guys should focus on
we
something
really
that's visual.
are trying to leverage that. It's just a matter of finding the people, because even if I've emailed a few people, some people will look at it and say, well, no one's on it, can't be bothered.
Okay, all right, well
it's that kind of thing. It's always been that. I mean, this one guy.
Okay, well, I have to tell you, Sam. Nobody's going to give a shit. That's just how it works in the world.
That's the only issue, but
that's the world. Nobody's going to give a shit. So what you're going to need to do, you're too busy coding. Oliver, you're going to have to skip college for a couple of years and focus on a niche. If it's girls with big boobs or cool T-shirts or just hamsters, whatever.
Yeah, or
and then just go out.
Even if it's just you guys, right? Like you said, you built this for yourselves. Really focus on that group of early adopters that are going to stick with it and, be the ones that have the retention, that are sticky, that come back every day, and just really foster and build that as the message for the site is, here's what our content is.
You're
gonna need to have content though to even attract the early adopters. So so Oliver,
you have to create it yourself.
You're gonna have to do this right now by yourself for the first 3 weeks. Just put a bunch of images of cats or something. I don't know. Pick a vertical, and then you'll have a lot of images of just that, and then approach the big cat photographers of the world.
That's we need to learn. We need to develop a little system that posts anonymously or from the Outerground base account, because we get a lot of negative feedback when it's the same person posting things over and over again. Like we had someone comment on how certain people posting, which I agree with. That's not what you want to see on a website. But
what do you expect when it's so early? I mean,
no. This is why you got to create 20 different avatars with different faces, cartoon faces, whatever.
It's really.
Personas.
These are pretty much ideas I had. I was thinking of writing a little PHP bot that ran every 12 hours to crawl news websites and post that to the site.
The way you're using us as a partnership to auto-post our content is a great way to seed it as well. I'd say continue doing that and really just pick and curate what you want people to see.
We're just trying to find the best users, because there's this one guy, another YouTuber, who has really opinionated videos, and that's the kind of thing that it was built for. So I emailed him, because he's not even that popular right now, so he would actually talk to us. Whereas the people that are popular are just going to ignore us because
they're going to totally ignore it.
Twats. So I emailed him. He's up for it. He signed up for a partnership, and now he's got all my posting videos and it posted to his Twitter. So
listen, Oliver, there's no secret to this marketing, man. It really boils down to just fucking hitting a small niche and just fucking doing it every day, man. I'm telling you, man, just drop out of college. Don't tell your parents. And just start working on this, man, because Sam's too busy fucking coding. He doesn't have any time for this shit. You're going to have to get on there.
You have no idea how often this runs through my head. But I know we don't have as many British success stories to the dropping out of college as you Americans do.
That's probably an issue. We just end up going on the dole, which is probably equivalent to...
There you go. Get on the dole. Exactly. Get on the dole. Get on the dole. Fuck college, just get on the dole. Focus on chimpanzees. If you want to do orangutans, do orangutans. Do the best orangutan community, image posting on the web, man. And then go after all the orangutan people. I don't know, man.
Keep switching your niche.
I'm telling you though, guys, if you guys focus on T-shirts, because there's a lot of T-shirts are artwork, on the T-shirts, and you could also use those links to sell the T-shirts, so you'll make money off the affiliate programs.
We're not even bothered about making money from that. I mean, to be honest, I don't even want to make that much money from it. I just want to sustain it. Even if it means I still have to have a day job, it's just as long as this is sustained and people can use it, that's all I'm bothered about. So if someone wanted to post a link to their T-shirt and their T-shirt design, they'd be like, do it for free, man. Be a partner. So
all right.
I think that's one of the good things. We're not motivated by money like most startups. I mean,
I know, but I'm telling you guys, you don't want to be broke forever, man.
You guys I think you need to keep leaning on your high multimedia interface, and get people. You'll find a way to monetize it. Similar to Tumblr, right? Kind of found a unique way to monetize in there on the side of the feed using a visual form. I think you guys can.
If you didn't read lately, Tumblr was bought out because it was going downhill. It was starting to go bankrupt.
Right. Yeah, no, you're right. Something was not working, I guess.
We have got a few ideas flowing around for how we can actually make money from it.
Okay.
We've had, I mean, before, if you remember the old designs, I think you guys looked at it.
Yeah.
You had a big background image. We had an idea that someone could change that background image for like maybe £20
Sure.
a day.
Yeah.
So imagine, say, the Coca-Cola logo on there,
Right.
or like a nice bottle where you can see the condensation on the side.
Gotcha.
The Coca-Cola red. If something
That's cool,
like that
that's
was
cool.
and
Yeah,
lots of people viewing it,
Gotcha.
that would get quite a big audience, but we removed that, so that's dead. Now we just need some more ideas. But
No, hey, man, that's a good idea for an ad unit. Yeah, absolutely. I have to tell you, Jeff. Jeff, you have any suggestions for these guys?
I think it's pretty good. I mean, I haven't pulled it up on my tablet or my phone, but I'm assuming it works well throughout. I think you guys are, really on to a beautiful interface. It's working. You guys are using it yourselves, which we love. I think that there's just a few little features that might help with the social loop, like make sure that people can share these things to their other networks. I guess anytime
Honestly,
like people that are looking to use new networks often are looking at the barriers, which are like, oh, am I gonna have to make new friendships? Am I gonna have to bring my content? Like all that stuff.
Which is one thing about us as well. You don't need to make friendships. It's based on your interest. So at sign up, you'd put in what you're interested in, save it, and then, in the future, you're going to be able to see your feed will be based on just that. Right now, we're literally putting everything because no one's tagging properly.
Okay.
But in the future, when there's more content, obviously it's going to be a lot better. But
all right.
What you're interested in, you see that on your feed, and you don't need to follow someone or friend someone.
So here's a quick question for you guys. Once you guys figure out what niche you want to go after, and you guys got some content, and you got a couple of users starting to use this thing, are you guys gonna maybe drive out to London and maybe talk to some incubators and trying to get in one of these programs? Maybe even get a VC. They're in London. I mean, London startup scene is growing. How far are you guys away from London right now?
We're
just in a small incubator program, and we still receive help from like a business manager thing.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, definitely. As soon as it starts to pick up, our aim is to just get out to where the life is and try and get support from somewhere to help it grow straight away.
Okay.
I mean, as much as I'd love some VC or angel investment, at the same time, I dread it because I don't want them to control it. I want it to be us and exactly what we want to build for other users and what the other users want, not what the investor wants, which is more than often what happens. Yeah, and like you were saying about supporting the other networks before, to be honest, the only reason we don't support more than Facebook and Twitter right now is because of the design. Because originally we had 2 buttons and they just fit in perfectly to the design, so that was the only reason. But people were got some feedback last night actually. Some people wanted to sign up with Diaspora, some wanted Tumblr. I mean, there is more networks we should support. Right. It's just a matter of targeting them. I think Tumblr would be a great one.
Last night when we were doing a bit of snooping online, we only just really came to terms with the Tumblr API that they have available. Like we had a thought on it before, but Sam was like, "Oh, I don't know if to support it," and I don't think we ever looked into it properly. But last night we were doing some digging around, and Tumblr do have an API system, so I think we are going to develop on that soon. Because apparently there's 110 million possible blogs that we can advertise to.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Oh, it's huge.
You guys should really. You've watched some of our past episodes. They were telling us how at Wantering, I think it was, how they are hacking the Tumblr API, not hacking it, but they're really just maximizing their usage of it. Really, all the
is that the one that suggests cloves?
Yeah, cloves, exactly. Yeah, Wantering. Yeah. They've got 200,000 people on their. They've got like 40 Tumblr blogs, and that's. They're getting lots of visitors that way.
One of the things I'd say seemed to kick off Tumblr's success for me, at least one of the features they had, was cross-posting to Facebook and Twitter. I think they may have recently pulled that back actually, but something like that was a huge value add to go to Tumblr early on. Is like, wow, now I can be more effective. I don't have to be on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. I can just be on Tumblr and get the benefits of Twitter and Facebook. So if you can keep that sort of cross-posting or sharing the posts and that sort of stuff to other networks is just is time-saving for me and makes it easier for me to
we do that, although what it does is say I just posted a thread on Outerground, then link to it. We really do need to improve on that more, because some people are getting pissed off by seeing that all over their Twitter feed and Facebook.
Right.
So we're going to have to really look into that and see what we can do, because if it's pissing people off, they're not going to use it.
It's like, I've gone from 90 followers to about 76 because of it. So.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's the problem, is you're gonna have to find the right iteration. Maybe 1 out of 5 gets auto posted. Maybe you don't auto post every one. Maybe you figure out that something like that. Maybe, But then
you might have users that would want to have more posted. So that's the only issue. You just can't, unless that user wants to go on and delete it or disable it.
It is tricky, Sam. But if you can figure out this nut, man, this is gonna help you guys grow. So I would suggest you guys keep experimenting with this.
Yeah, keep looking at those APIs.
One thing that would be good, though, is if we really need to focus on how we're actually going to submit to it. Because on Twitter, it just makes a tweet with a link. We could probably add some media into there, so it uploads a Twitter picture as well.
Yeah.
Facebook, we could probably make it post to their photos, but most people, in my experience, really don't like that. There's a difference between a timeline post and then one of their photos being posted in a random album. So. I don't know. It's just experimenting. We need to ask lots of people what they think, general users. So.
Right. Cool. So really briefly, Oliver, where's your other partner, Anthony? What's going on with him right now?
If either of us knew that, we would genuinely tell you he's a man of mystery at sometimes.
Yeah.
We were all together this morning.
I think it's his girlfriend's tonight.
Okay.
We had a bit of a shindig last night. We got a lot of extremely spicy pizzas, a lot of beer, a lot of spirits.
Okay.
I woke up worse than everyone. He was passed out and stuff. But,
okay.
As I watched them leave my house, walking into the pouring rain, I haven't seen him online since. I haven't got a text or a call.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, all right. So he's recovering from last night. I got you.
Probably.
He could well still be on the bus somewhere. I don't know.
Okay.
Passed out in a ditch in the woods that he kept banging on about. But
all right.
That's the lifestyle.
Cool.
Startup lifestyle.
Yeah, that is a startup lifestyle. All right, so are you guys going to be coming out to California, the U.S. anytime soon? Traveling? Are you guys
if I could afford it, I would.
Well,
that's the issue with a lot of things. We're skint.
At the minute, Sam's planning on taking his gap year in the next few months, whereas I've still got a year of education left. But I do plan on taking a gap year, and if I've got a friend called Ned at the minute who's traveling the US. He's gone from like Buffalo to LA at the minute in San Francisco, and he's not making money over there. He's done it on such a small budget, I believe. And I'm going to ask him how he's done it, and I'm definitely going to get myself out there for my gap year.
Okay.
Come visit you guys. If you want to put us up, we'll pay for the plane tickets, get a taxi down to your house.
Right.
Stick us on your couch.
On our couch.
Yeah, it's an option, man. I'm on Couch Surfer.
Yeah. That's cool. All right, so going back to the marketing again, what is your game plan here in the next month, the next few weeks? What are the 1 or 2, 3 things that you guys are going to do to get more people to come on?
Well, we've got a goal for Tuesday. We want at least 100 extra users compared to last Tuesday. So we need 57 more to sign up, which is easily doable by this Tuesday.
Okay.
Then after that, we need to focus on engagement, because people might sign up, but they're not really engaging much. They go on, look around. That's probably about it. I think we might need to do a tutorial as well.
All right. How about throwing on a little chat box? Are you going to throw that on? Maybe that'll help, so you guys can chat with people.
We do have a fully developed, a fully thought out, it's all designed chat feature, like the private emailing system. It was always
what's the point?
Yeah, we always thought that you're a discussion board. You get notifications now, and it's built on discussion. So why have private mail? Why not say it on the phone? Or
it's meant to be public, and to be honest, no one's really going to be. Who uses Twitter DMs?
Right, it's like the worst feature ever.
Yeah, Facebook, fair enough, because it's with your friends and family.
Right.
I don't think you're going to be using messaging.
No, I'm actually talking about not DMs, but I'm talking about actual like a little chat thing, like a flash chat.
Yeah, normally you would see it on like a. You're talking about like a sales chat.
Yeah, like a little OLARC or something in the corner that you can have. So as soon as somebody gets on, you can be like, "Hey, thanks for visiting," and give them a couple of minutes and start talking with people that are actually coming on real time.
I suppose we never really thought about that. We've always thought about DMs or messaging is kind of irrelevant, but I genuinely guess it would depend on the user base we managed to gain. Like if we get users, regardless if they want it or not, we might try and implement it, see how it works out.
Okay.
Or if they do want it, we'll definitely put it in. But it really depends on if we gain users. Because
personally, I don't think the target audience would like to be talking to us. If we just popped up while they were randomly browsing, they might get a bit freaked out. And be like,
they're not selling cars, you know. They're
if it was
so you know, it is interesting though to use these sorts of tools to try to get more feedback from the end users.
Right? The thing is with feedback, right now we know these people we've been trying to get on pretty much, or we've posted in an open discussion board, so it's been easier to get feedback if people are willing.
Yeah.
So I think we're fine doing that right now.
Cool.
People do want the feedback link. I've had that requested, so I'm going to stick that somewhere once I find a way to put it.
Definitely.
Like from the positive effect Tumblr's had. Like I messaged 10 people that I can remember, and definitely all 10 of them have signed up.
Wow.
From the positive effect that's actually had in a very short amount of time, we're definitely going to work on the Tumblr thing. And seeing as that's working, we're going to research into the Tumblr API a little bit more, like we found out last night.
Okay.
But definitely Tumblr is one of our marketing routes. Like definitely, and that's media based essentially. Like you get your text posts, but often they're accompanied by a picture or a video or an audio log. So it's not a very media orientated thing is Tumblr, and that's definitely marketing. We are.
All right, cool. I dig it. So you're definitely gonna hit the Tumblr audience hard. That's your next thing.
At the same time, with Tumblr, it's sort of competition. People have compared us to a mixture of Tumblr and Reddit.
Okay.
So it's like, you know.
Very cool. I love it.
It'd be nice to steal their user base, like, you know.
Yeah. No, it's perfect. There was a great story. I was pointing to Matt from Automatic and WordPress was saying that they saw a huge influx of people importing Tumblrs into WordPress. Just on the news, so I think it's a great idea to go after these people right now while Yahoo is destroying the company effectively.
Yeah, as soon as we read that, we were celebrating. You know, Yahoo might ruin it. Come on, they ruin a lot.
I think it's on the roadmap.
Yeah, it's on the roadmap to kill it. Yeah, exactly.
Tumblr goes down, we go up. Who cares?
Exactly.
Okay,
All right, so
that's cool.
That's cool. So you're gonna hit the Tumblr audience hard. I like that. What is there anything else you guys can think of that might help? Are you guys doing any SEO? Are you gonna do the bookmarklet? You guys gonna do TV shows, movies? It's the summer. Are you guys gonna try to do that?
It's a bit hard to do SEO. I mean, I've tried analyzing it and optimizing as much as I can. I was even doing that today when I was meant to be out with a few friends.
Okay.
But it's quite hard to do. I mean, I'm not sure how. Originally, we wanted to link the hottest threads on the homepage before you sign in, so a search engine could easily crawl that, and then link those, and then go to the profiles and then other threads. But
right,
that doesn't seem to be happening anyway.
Okay.
So I don't know.
So let me get this straight. So Sam, you're having a hard time getting a clean URL for these individual posts?
Well, it's not really that. It's more about I can't actually get the bots to crawl it. So they're not recognizing they're there. I mean, I even made a sitemap generator, so we've got a sitemap.xml file on there that's dynamic, but that's not even being used.
Yeah, so the sitemap's not being captured. Okay.
Pretty much.
You know what, Sam? That you're gonna have to work on that one because you might get some traffic on the SEO, but you definitely want the organic traffic.
We have been getting a bit of organic traffic recently, though, surprisingly.
Okay. What about the bookmarklet? What's going on with that?
I sort of looked into it, but I wasn't too sure what you meant. Because my usage with them has been a little bookmark. You click it, and it does some nifty little JavaScript, but I'm not sure how exactly that would work with ours.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a couple here on my screencast. Like, for you guys, I think we go to create a post, and we love that you guys have a upload or enter image or video URL here.
Yeah, that really annoyed us on other sites where it's upload only.
So a bookmarklet would typically be like something you could just drag up into your bookmark bar. I have a couple here, like Geekit for Geeklist, which is another social network. So, for instance, if I was on one of your pages here, like how I found Outerground, and I click Geekit, it runs some JavaScript, and sometimes it can just open up another page or whatever. But it's basically just copying and pasting that URL for me to make it just a little bit. It's like a quick bookmark button.
It grabs a location. Yeah.
But yeah, I think
that'd be nice. But I mean, with ours, it'd be nice if you could have it so you find an image on a web page, and then you want to post that on it. But I'm not sure how that'd be done. I'd probably need a browser extension for that.
Yeah, browser extension probably work for that one. Yep. But all right, that's cool. I know it's early days for you, both of you guys. So it's we're gonna start seeing this product evolve. I just hope both of you guys don't forget about this. You keep working on it and keep working on it and making it better and better and better and not give up.
Well, yeah, definitely. Like the thought's been going through. I'm sure it's been going through Sam and Alan's. It's been going through my head. Like, give it 6 months down the line. If this project doesn't take up, a lot of things, if they flop first time round, they never get back on the feet. They never manage to sustain the audience again. But we're not leaving this alone. We're going to continue. Like, we may have breaks, but we're going to continue to push it until we manage to accumulate the user base that we need and we want. We'll definitely find our market somewhere. It's like not everyone likes Tumblr, but they found who do like it. So not everyone likes it. So not everyone likes this, but we will find eventually.
Very cool.
Love
I like that.
I'd love to hear that. So that leads me to think about one more thing that might be missing. Do you guys have a blog? I mean, I know the whole website is sort of a content play itself or a content platform, but if you
blog, we've got blog.outerground.com.
Okay. Sam has a personal blog, and I'm actually making mine as we speak.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have been watching our shows and know how much value we put on content marketing, but the stuff you guys are telling us, what you just said about how passionate you are about this and your guys' whole point of view of, coming from Tumblr and all this stuff, the more that you can consistently put that into a blog post, I think will definitely lead to your long-term success and, make sure that you never are able to put it down.
Yeah. And talk about your pain points and frustrations, what you've learned. Write that 2,000-3,000 blog, big, long, epic post. Watch our Conversion Excel interview with Pep. He talked about how he was able to get 50,000 people to his blog the first month.
Because I think that's the way for you to really find people that the same problem resonates with. The people will be able to read that and say, oh, these guys think like I think, and that's going to help you hopefully move forward.
We do have a blog. It's just we're quite limited to what we can actually post right now, which is a bit of an issue. But once things get going, I mean, I do try and post about development a lot. I try and post a lot on Twitter. I should post more, but
we know it's hard, and that's why I want to encourage you guys.
I don't just want to spam the Twitter feed with, oh wow, I did this little thing today. No one really cares about, It's...
Right. No, I know it's tough. There's so much shit to do. It's like, how do you find the fucking time today to do anything?
Yeah, pretty much.
But I think people love to hear the fundamentals of what your philosophy is and how you fit with all the other competitors and stuff is great.
I think if you go to about.outerground.com, we've got Yep, we've got a few paragraphs on that. I can't count. I'm too tired.
All right. Oh yeah. There you go. Yeah, you do have.
We really need to update.
Okay, and this is where we'll be able to find your API and stuff. I see.
Oh, very cool.
Great.
Yeah.
We need a place to put these links on the homepage before you sign in there at the footer. But right now, I'm not really sure where to put them because we've got a sidebar and then the rest is all content. So it's
in your navigation.
Right. On the original design, it used to be like a floating wrapper. It used to be in its own individual little box, so we had like a room at the bottom.
Right.
Now we've removed that. And you think there's two margins to either side now, and there's room at the top. But when you scroll or when you change the resolution of your browser, it's
pops to the top.
Oh yeah. The other thing I was gonna say, if several months down the road you guys aren't finding your way and you haven't built a large enough audience to sustain this thing, would you guys consider open sourcing it or white labeling it and selling it to agencies or larger companies that may want a social network?
It'd be nice to open source it. If it ends up flopping completely and we just release it out there in case anyone wants to see it, why not?
Yeah,
personally, I wouldn't while it's in use. So if we're actually still wanting to go on with this, I wouldn't open source this part. I mean, we're already providing as much open access as we can without breaching a lot of security by having the API fully open.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it, just security. Otherwise, I would. But people like to feel secure, and if they know anyone can view the code, they feel a bit, iffy about it.
It's like we're all major. We all support open source. We all love the idea of anything that's developed. You shouldn't be sued for using it. You shouldn't be, restricted because you might like the idea and you take it and you manipulate it yourself. But we have developed our own technologies for this. There's a few things that we've thought through and we've designed ourselves, which you won't find on other things. You might not find the same version, or you might not find it at all. Which we do if this totally flops and there's no way of resurrecting it. and it's literally a graveyard website. We might consider, approaching someone. Maybe they could take off his hands for a few thousand or something. But
right, yeah.
If you look in chat, I'll link to my GitHub. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 repositories which are all used on the site quite a bit.
Very cool.
There still needs a lot doing to them all, but I mean that UI kit's that's what
very
our
cool.
interface is built off of.
Oh, very nice.
That's a nice picture.
Yeah, it is.
That's cool. All right, great. All right, well, I tell you, guys, I wish you guys the best of luck. I'm rooting for both of you guys, man. I love it when small little teams kick ass. So please, just don't give up on this, man. Just keep working as hard as you can, and get on the dole, man. Get on the fucking dole, and stop going to college, and just quit everything, man. Just do this.
Well, I'm leaving.
That's the influence, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I'm leaving college next month, I think. So
good.
I'll be fine until September 2014 when I start going to university.
And Oliver, man, get on the dole, man. Just quit all that bullshit. Read those books and keep watching our videos. And
yeah, I do love your videos.
Literally, Oliver, you should be sending out 100 emails a day to random people trying to get them to come on, man. That's your job.
I try and tell him to. He doesn't.
Come on, Oliver, stop fucking around,
Sounds like
man.
it's working,
stop fucking
too.
around.
I'm a very busy guy at the minute. I'm restricted.
And
says
wake up Anthony, man. Get him out of whatever ditch he's in, and tell him to get on and start emailing as well.
Yeah, so we're gonna hold you guys accountable. We're gonna have you back on the show in 3 months or so and see where it's at. And we love to see the progress.
Hopefully, we've made some major advancements since then. Even if it's the technology we're using, the design, or even the user base we have, we look forward to telling you guys about it. We've been looking forward to talking to you guys about this.
Good.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see, man. That's what I want to see. And the same goes for us. You should ask us. Is it just me and Jeff still fucking around in our bedrooms doing this? Are we making any money? It's the same thing. Both of us got to keep each other honest.
Yeah, definitely, man. I look forward to the meetup in 3 months' time.
What, in California on Jeff's couch?
Yeah, why not, man? It's looking nice here, and the summer days are coming. So
yeah.
It's better than England's been raining all day.
Oh yeah. You guys want to share any of your other projects with us real quick? Like I know you've got the Metaphor project and some other things on your guys' back burner.
Well,
every project I've got going at the moment is it's paper based, and it's unfortunately locked away in this crappy little folder. It's all on paper still.
Okay.
Basically, he jots his ideas down in scribbles and then gets me to develop them.
Brainstorming products, yeah.
Well, I mean, as for mine, I don't really know what to say about it now.
Okay, well, why don't we show our
neck battles?
Yeah, so we'll just cut to Metaphor online. We'll just show them the screen here.
We just wanted to mention you guys have a gaming background, right? You guys have a passion for games, and we love that on the show. Sometimes it gets set aside as just fun and games, but we think it's really important to get people interested in technology, and there's a lot of great stuff that can be done with it that isn't just fun and games.
Yeah, one design I have for a game that hopefully we're going to develop as a company is it's a whale hunting game.
No, Oliver.
It's a real idea. We talked about it last night, but Sam and Anthony don't like it very much. But it's a game where you hunt whales.
Okay, all right, guys. Not too many projects. You're not going to be able to win everything. You got to focus.
I know this. I mean, when I was younger, I used to go on about 3 or 4 projects on the run. All the time. I mean, I was only in high school. I didn't really need to focus on it until I got to exams, and then I had like an hour before the exam revision.
Yeah. No, guys, listen. Metaphor looks cool, but if you guys can just stick to Outerground for a few months here, guys.
I'm trying.
Just focus, Oliver. Focus, Oliver. Focus.
This is pretty much all my time.
Projects sometimes, so.
College and Outerground is all my time. That's it.
Good. And Oliver, 100, 200 emails outbound every day, bro. Just get on there and start emailing everybody.
I've got to note it down. I'll try and hit 200 a day. I definitely will, man.
Yeah, man. Just get on Twitter. Just get there, man. Just do it. Sam, you just keep coding like a fiend, man.
I have to code and do the Twitter and emails, since someone won't. But
okay. And then maybe you can get Anthony to write the blog. I don't know, something like that possibly.
I wouldn't trust that.
If we can get Anthony to write the blog, I'll give you my shares in this company.
Yeah.
All right, maybe not.
I'm hoping that he's not going to screw up this mobile app because that's going to be key.
Okay.
Right.
All right,
I mean,
cool.
we have one right now, but it's just a web page embedded into an app.
You know what? Let's talk about the mobile. Let's talk about the mobile piece, for example. So clearly, you got a responsive design. So obviously, you got a one-column thing, and it works perfect for images. This looks great for a mobile app. What other things are you thinking about doing for mobile that's different?
Well, the designs I made, I designed the full mobile app, and the design I made was the taskbar is hidden and it slides in, similar to like a Facebook thing. Okay. But then I also had a design where it's its own page, like the taskbar, the icons aren't in the bar, they're spread around, and it's its own page.
Okay.
And then whenever you're looking at something, you're looking at the whole thing, you're looking at the full feed, you're looking at your full notifications, the pop-ups would have been gone in my design.
Okay.
But when Sam introduced the ability for the animations in mobile, it became a lot more a different story. So this is why we're totally having Anthony on this to design it.
Okay.
Because it's ridiculous. Like my mobile, I got a Galaxy Note and it's really big.
Yeah. The Note's huge. Yeah.
Not every phone is this large, and it's really difficult to think, oh, will this work? But it does. It's hang on, let's try and get this off here. See if I can show you it.
Okay.
But
design-wise, I want it to be similar, just native.
No, I'm liking the way it's looking so far on mobile. It's looking really nice over there, Sam.
Yeah, I mean, even on the desktop, you guys take advantage of the full screen, expanding the images and the media. It seems like you've mimicked that on the mobile.
It's like even in the web browser, like everything it animates, it's really responsive, and everything just feeds perfectly.
Okay.
Crap quality mind on there.
This never happened before with the mobile app. This was a very terrible mobile resolution we had, and everything went funny. But all of his ideas and designs changed when this new design was launched because everything worked so different.
Okay, so there's obviously you guys are gonna have to rewrite it a little bit for the new mobile features. That's next up.
But the old designs we had, we tried to view them on phones. It were crap. I mean, we weren't bothered because we probably wouldn't use it on our phones anyway then,
right?
Because it didn't seem like we'd be able to. But also Google Analytics, we had a lot of traffic coming from mobiles.
Okay.
Since advertised on Facebook and Twitter, people use their phones a lot on there.
Right.
So it was just necessary to do it.
Yeah,
so that's why
especially
that is
if you
the
start
main
getting in the
focus
Facebook feed. Yeah.
Yeah, what's weird as well is the day we launched, we had someone go, "Why doesn't this work on my?" One of Sam's girlfriend's friends said, "Why doesn't this work on my phone? This is terrible."
Right.
Then immediately we're like, "Oh, well, we never really thought users were going to use it on the phones. Normally, users limit themselves to apps. I rarely. It's only recently I started using the actual browser on my phone. Normally, I'll hop on the Google app and I'll Google something that's in an app, or Twitter, or Instagram." But people actually check these things in browsers on phones, which I never knew. I was clueless to that.
Yeah. That's cool. All right, so clearly the next few months you guys are going to hit the Twitter, you're going to get the mobile thing working. Oliver, you're going to start sending out those couple hundred emails, starting to build that platform. So you guys got a little bit of a work ahead of you here.
Yep.
Yeah, over here, I don't know how your summer vacations work over there for students, but we got a full 8 weeks where we have nothing.
Okay.
And this happens this month. We got a full 8 weeks to ourselves.
Okay. Awesome.
That's when we're really going.
I love it, man. Eat, sleep in front of that computer, man. Do not leave, man. Push, market.
And
create sleep. It's gonna be literally blasting out everything.
Yeah, and create 50 new personas on your website and just keep posting their content.
I want to do that, but at the same time, I feel like a fraud. I want people to genuinely use it.
Listen. In the beginning, a little bit of fraud is fine because nobody wants to go to an empty party.
Don't say that to the bank.
Listen, man. Nobody wants to go to a party that's empty. Many of these big startups did the same thing. Yeah. In the beginning, only in the very beginning, to bootstrap the community. I mean, do this for forums.
I know it. For me, the first reaction might be insincerity as well. But really, if you can deliver an experience that is seeded with the content that you want people to, have a first impression of. Oh, this is the kind of people that are contributing here.
Exactly.
It's so hard to get those contributors naturally early on.
Yeah.
You're going to have to do the legwork yourself. May as well create some personas for
this is
my
why
hacker
I want to write
identity,
some bots
here's my
to do,
skater identity. Yeah, of course.
Make it easy for us.
We can't even deny that one of the biggest companies. Twitter has Twitterbot, and like Tumblr has Tumblrbot, and that still processes like messages.
Yeah. Even if you watch like an early video of the guy that created Reddit, he did the same thing. He created like 30 versions of himself, and he started posting in the beginning. He did this. So I'm telling you guys, I know it seems like you're misleading people, but just don't put shit up there, Sam. Just don't put crap up there. Make sure that the bots, you're curating the bots. Don't just let them fucking post random bullshit.
And they're already working on this with the partners. I think you guys are on the right track.
We just need to find some people. I mean, in fact, Oliver can look through tonight and find some good partners. We've got a little list, but we need to review them. Because what I've learned, I mean, this guy was doing a live stream, 24-hour live stream as a project of his, and I emailed him, and I found out about this live stream because I was on his website, and then I was like, he opened his email app on his Mac, and I was like, well, that looks like the email I just sent, really blurry paragraphs. Then a few seconds later, he goes onto our site on this live stream.
Oh, wow.
And he like scrolls up and down a bit.
That's cool.
Then just goes off of it, and I got an email back. So he didn't even look into it, signed it in or anything. So
Right. No,
it's
really
clearly hard to see.
I, in the beginning, guys, you're gonna have to add some more content. You're gonna have to become like the 40 persons, and once you do that, you'll start to see a little bit of traction. So just start with that, guys. Start with that.
Really
Don't give up hope.
Our bounce rate as well. I mean, people go on and then they go off.
Yeah,
but it's gone down a lot since its new redesign. I have to say, but
that's good. That's good.
When I can see someone live doing that, it's a bit upsetting,
I know. Don't let it get to you, man. Don't let it get to you. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Don't even focus on that. Oliver, just keep telling Sam, don't look at that shit.
That's what I keep trying to tell Mool with our retention numbers. We get people like you guys who will come and watch an entire video, but there surely are a bunch of people that come and watch 2 seconds and take off, and it's hard to see those numbers. But you got to focus on the people that are sticking around and
that's it. You got to stay positive.
You guys, you do awesome videos. I do love watching your content at times. Like sometimes I might go a little while without seeing a video, but I'm just not on YouTube at all sometimes. So I'm not even on my computer because I'm sick of technology. But they are really interesting. You cover some awesome like web applications throughout the world, and you talk to some really interesting people. Like you guys just like always need to hit your right market. It's like with all these big corporate people like Ray William Johnson. They're very generic. They're not specified to something interesting. You guys need to keep going until you hit your market. There will be a big audience for what you guys do.
Right.
Has this just turned into us giving you advice?
Yeah. Hey,
are we smoking some coffee now?
I'll take any advice anybody has to give us, man.
That's the only issue. I think you guys need to advertise a bit more. Also, one thing I've noticed is you're not consistent. Sometimes I see your videos. You've got like smoking hot coffee cup number. It's the same number as the previous one. cut and paste over there.
That's
just little things like that would put someone off, I mean, I don't care. I watch them regardless, but.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, we do. We have room where we can improve. There's no question.
Yeah, we're still trying to improve our publishing process and figure out the channels.
The content is good. It's just a matter of how you're putting it out there. That's all I have to say. I mean, other than that, I love it.
The other thing, it's funny you say this, Sam, because we just had this guy on. His name is Craig. He's going to start taking our 1 hour long videos, 45 minutes, and he's going to take the best of and make them into 15 minutes, because we've heard from many people that the criticism is hours too long, 45 minutes too long. Give us the 15-minute condensed
version. I don't think we've actually heard that criticism. I think you're reading the retention graphs that are showing drop-offs.
I've had a couple of people tell me.
Okay.
So
I think I've said it before that you should have. I love these long episodes, but at the same time, having short little episodes that I can just watch. I don't know. Say I've got 20 minutes spare.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like with me. It's not that I don't enjoy watching full videos, because I'm on my computer for hours a day, so I need something to have my attention sidetracked or to listen to, give me some audio input. But sometimes I don't have the time to watch. Like I might be on the bus on my phone. I might be sat on the sofa with my girlfriend and she's getting annoyed that I'm on phone, but I want to watch the rest of the video.
Right.
So I only have 10 minutes to watch it or whatever, and it's the condensed versions would. And I think there is more people that have been to watching that.
Yeah.
Like me and Sam, we go through interview videos, speeches, lectures, and startup videos all the time. Like,
I need more to watch.
He always sends me these things about Mark Zuckerberg speaking at Stanford and stuff, and he starts bragging about how inspirational it is. But they're about 40 minutes long, and sometimes they're speaking the same stuff over and over again because the story's never going to change no matter how many times I hear the same person talking. The story.
Right. Yeah. What were you saying, Sam, a second ago? What did you say?
I really cannot remember.
My bad.
No, I can't remember. I'm busy setting up a Tumblr now. I was just found an idea, like, say, we were told, I mean, we have this guy called John, who helps a bit with social media marketing. He's part of this business incubator thing. Okay. And he was saying to us that if people were posting things, if we were going to post on our Facebook page and Twitter page about what's hot that day or something, or the most popular threat, something like that. That's great, I was thinking doing that on Tumblr would probably...
Trending topics. Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah, that's
and,
cool.
And again, part of the conversation we're having here with even our show and the lengthy form and cutting it up, we were talking to whatever company it was about their Tumblr presence, and actually the frequency on Tumblr, you might want to do more than one a day.
He was doing like 30 a day. Like, the more he does, the better it is to stay on top of the trending, whatever it is on Tumblr.
Yeah. Just need a way to submit it now. I think me and Oliver should brainstorm tonight the best ways to submit things to Tumblr.
All right. That sounds great.
There's just sharing, I suppose, but at the same time, there's also automatic. But we'll have a think.
Okay. All right. That's cool. Well, listen, man. It's been really great having you guys on. We're gonna definitely check in with you in a few months. Hopefully we can get your other partner on. That'd be really awesome.
Yeah, we'll force him to be with one of us so we know where he's at all times.
Exactly. Just hold on to him. And we've had a couple of instances, Jeff and I, where we've had people come on and we've missed them because for whatever reason they're not getting our emails. Have you had that issue? Has that happened to you guys, where the emails not coming through?
Only when people enter the fake email addresses. I don't know. People don't really email us, and we don't email that many people right now.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant, I meant to come on our show. We've had a couple of people not get our emails from the Gmail calendar.
Oh, I see. I've always had them.
With Gmail, I'll send myself an email, and I'll see it go through, but then it won't be on later on when I check them. Maybe an hour later it will. Sometimes it's right spazzy for me, There is times when I know someone's emailed me at a certain time and I'll get it later on, like 4 hours later. But then
weird.
there's times when it's instant, so I really don't understand Gmail sometimes.
All right, that's fine. We're just gonna have to do it a day before, Jeff. Yeah. All right, so that's cool. Well, thanks for coming on the show, guys. We're rooting for you. I know both Jeff and we're excited to see where you guys take Outerworld. I hope you guys take it to the top.
Thanks a lot, man. We look forward to seeing more of it. We look forward to seeing this one online, actually.
All right.
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Yeah, thanks for being on the show, guys. We'll continue posting our episodes to the site, your site, Outerground. And
well, you don't have a choice now that you're linked, you know.
Exactly.
We don't have a choice.
So hopefully all of our audience will go follow us over there now and check it out and get engaged with the conversation.
We hope so. We definitely
well, if you guys want to support us, you can always stick your profile URL in the YouTube description.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that as well.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, it's cheeky marketing there.
Why not change? Why not ask them? You know.
Why not? All right. Very cool. Well, guys, thanks again, and we'll be in touch.